Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, featuring today our 1 vs 1 on Semois. Yes, indeed, we shall be seeing a bit of clashing here in Semois. Slightly old game. Someone kept saying he'd booked it, but now it's been over a month and he still hasn't cast it, so I say, whatever. Figured I'd given him enough time. And there's no problem, we can't both cast it. Always good with a bit of competition anyways. We are seeing Playtutorial or Learn to Play in the southern half of the map, fighting for the Americans, fighting for the 3rd Armored Division. Opposing him shall be Practicingg. Both are actually known as Lollipop and Barton. Both pretty high ranked players, pretty veterans. Yes, that is Barton. And of course, who shall the Wehrmacht player Practicingg be fighting for? He shall be fighting for the let's just say the elite Panzer Lehr. Of course, a bit of action going on right here. Points being secured. A 2 engineer start versus a 2 pioneer start. Spreading out a bit here. No, in fact, oh bother. No, that's me being silly. It's actually a 3 engineer start from Playtutorial or Learn to Play, aka the Americans. Swiftly spreading out, but he seems a bit unsure what to do here actually. And meanwhile, we are seeing an MG42 start out right here. This is a bit irregular, a bit unusual. Let's see how this one works out. And there's already a follow-up unit. What could it be? What could it be? I mean, the MG42 is making a bit of a rush here. Not again, usually something I'd recommend unless you actually very much know what you're doing, which I'd say this fellow does. He might even be having some expectations of how usually something on a map actually progresses. So there we go, rushing in the MG42, setting up right here at the sort of main exit point for the army. And in fact, he's going for the Semois pin pretty aggressively. Rifleman moving forwards, right in front of the MG42. And there we go. Already one man down within seconds. And we have a bike as well to sort of cover flanks and all whatnot. Very vicious move right there by the Wehrmacht. Very vicious, but of course at the same time with the 3 engineers he's also sneaking up here. So that's not going to help too much. At least not as of yet. MG42 going for the cut-off point. Rifleman getting ready, additional squads on the way. Bike setting up to watch as well, ensure of course there's a line of sight. And of course ensuring that the MG42 itself doesn't quite get flanked. Coming under quite a bit of fire though. Why up here to in fact ensure again the MG42 can't get easily flanked. So if they do sort of manage to get up here, they will actually have to sort of make a much longer route here. And of course there are the engineers, but again, much longer route. They can't go, you know, directly for the MG42 and its crew. So that certainly is interesting to note. Sort of the things you can do at the same time though. We are seeing the engineers moving up here, denying the cutoff right here to the Wehrmacht. And we are seeing another MG42 coming out for Practicingg. While the Americans continue to be pinned down, and we are in fact seeing them switch over pretty heavily towards the east, which is not a bad move, although of course we are seeing the Wehrmacht react to this, and of course moving in the bike as well, feeling this position is reasonably secure. Is now moving in the MG42 to stop any incursions there, although I imagine the Playtutorial, that is the Americans, might try to sort of hit the flank from here then. Although it looks like he's actually managed to sneak some rifling around now that the bike is not there to provide line of sight. Bike here running into problem, but then again the engineers also running into a lot more problem due to the MG42. And no, the rifleman did not move in to assist against the other point. They're in fact sneaking in here to try and do some damage there. Engineers here taking heavy fire. Volksgun is arriving, which could definitely be a problem for the riflemen if they are not too careful. Engineers taking heavy losses. Rifleman taking quite a bit of fire. And yes, managed to sneak into the building nearby, firing down upon the MG gunners. And there we see engineers rushing in, rifleman moving in. Oh, a bit sad that we'll miss this larger move, but clearly the positions right here in the west have been overrun. Now the American can also move up here. Now they in fact only holding on sort of here, but again they have not got this point. But there we go, riflemen are getting suppressed, allowing the bike and the Volksgun to sort of open up. And there we go, riflemen being forced away. Now they just need these points as swiftly as possible. And already here, Playtutorial Learn to Play is in fact mining away, which is good. Definitely going to make it much harder for the Germans to actually make any sort of counter-attack right away. Of course, also generally hinder movement. Volksgunners moving in. Pioneers going for these 2 points, which is good. MG42 sending up another Volksgunner squad on the way. No further units. Looks like, in fact, he's going for the next tier. That is, he's going for the skirmish phase. And already we are seeing our weapon supports and that for Playtutorial, so we might be seeing a sniper. In fact, bike holding out here. 5 kills already. The bike, in essence, being a bit like the LMG-42 in terms of weapon, but the difference is it's actually somewhat more accurate. At longer ranges, less accurate at shorter ranges. Otherwise, largely the same, but still it can do a bit more damage. Overall, I mean, at longer ranges, I mean, close up it can actually do less, but still alright. Plus, of course, unlike the LMG-42, you don't have a gunner who's constantly jumping around, so in that sense, there's actually an advantage to this. It's generally just going to be firing. Though coming under fire again, Volksgunners could be moving up, and again, I personally like using the Schwimmwagen instead because it's a bit more stable and of course a bit more maneuverable. But I mean, generally, I like using it because it actually provides a bit of fire support for my Volksgrenadiers, a bit more damage, and of course also sort of, in case they actually rush up to them, they're really going to be taking a lot of damage. Plus, because it doesn't suppress, they're more likely to do so, which is rather what I sort of figure works to my advantage. Plus, of course, there's also the reconnaissance aspect of it. So, I mean, just a few thoughts there on what, a bike and a Schwimmwagen can do for you. And again, 5 kills. I mean, I had one Schwimmwagen, though, which actually managed 17 kills. So, I mean, they can do a bit, but also barbed wire here. But, of course, the engineers are just cutting through. There's no mines here to stop the American engineers. So, that's a bit of a problem. The flank right there in the east, of course, once more getting unraveled. MG42 setting up to watch this fuel point. Of course, the rifleman here got quite nastily punished, but so far the American third has already secured most of the map. We are seeing snipers now arriving, and we are seeing another push there. MG42 rushing in. We are seeing mines going down now. Of course, more mines. The bike has to be careful. It might hit another wire there again. Good use of wire, and limiting the opponent, the ways your opponent can move on the map, and also more specifically the ways he can attack you. And of course, in this case, it's more or less ensured that even if he can sneak about there, it's going to be slow, and then he still has to sort of attack through here in a larger force. So that's rather, for example, why you do such things. It's about movement, it's about impeding it. It's about trying to control the battlefield. And that's generally why, even though, for example, your Volksgunners might essentially be weaker, that's why they can still be quite strong if you know how to use their ability to lay down barbed wire and sandbags, because that way, unlike the Americans, at least unless they have one command point and infantry, you can actually control the battlefield with barbed wire sandbags. And of course, with a Schwimmwagen or a bike to support them, they can also be a bit nasty there, for example, against units out in the open. Engineers are taking a bit of nasty damage. More wire being cleared by those fellows. Flamethrower pioneers moving in, and we are seeing the second wave. Riflemen being supported by a sniper, keeping overwatch, ensuring that no Huns prove to be a problem.
Losing ground out there.
I can't respond, of course, because I'm watching a replay. Mines going down there, finally making a bit of a move up here, and more pioneers seems to have arrived for Practicingg. He's getting a sniper of his own, of course, but already here, Playtutorial learn to play is already going for a motor pool. Going to go for something slightly heavy, although there's a Kriegwerks here, so he should be able to react to that with some reasonable alacrity. Volksgunners getting pushed back there. Sniper and MG42 here. Sniper hang back in what remains of the market area. Most of the stalls have been blown out already, and so has the well. MG42 trying to deal with some slight assaults right here. Quickly dropping one fellow. Engineer sneaking about here. Rather than coming under heavy fire. Will the sniper move in? No, he's not moving in as of yet. Half track ready now for Practicingg. Still nothing that could really deal with any armor, though. We might be seeing, yes, indeed, the Greyhound armored car is on the way.
Front shifting. Krauts are grabbing territory from us.
I do believe the Wehrmacht sniper was actually sneaking in, getting ready, or no, expecting or hoping for the American sniper to move. Mine right there. Quite a bit of nasty damage, and the bike moves in. Perhaps hoping to secure another kill. That could be nice. We are seeing engineers still rushing in. And there we go. Wehrmacht sniper revealing himself. Apparently he could not keep his itchy trigger finger under control any longer. Half track moving in. A push. A larger push. In fact, we are seeing small skirmishing here. Engineers running into a bit of problem with some full guys and an MG42 in this building. Sniper pulling back. And what is going on here? Clearing for mines with a flamethrower, not the most reliable method, but still you have the chance of setting it off, cooking it off, I suppose. Engineers getting sniped as they're running away, and there we go. Greyhound, armored calf, armored skirts up first, of course. Some no grenadiers, no pack. This could prove to be a bit of an embarrassing problem for Practicingg. As the Greyhound now has much more free reign, but there we go. Pack on the way. Also a bit of manpower being floated. You could use it on some grenadiers if you so decide. False guys sneaking about here. Apparently have been given a med pack. That's good. Munitions point captured. Bit of quiet. Let's just speed up. This is again going to be a long game. Rifleman coming under heavy fire here. Half track and some pioneers in the building. Sticky bomb on the half track. Pack is ready, but damaged engine. Less good. Pioneers getting blasted. Pack moving forward, but will it be in time? The half track is taking a bit of damage. Sniper moving up. False guys finding themselves under fire right here. Quick retreating, and god damn it, some hiccups. But we are indeed seeing grenadiers up for the Panzer Lehr. They are Panzer Lehr, Panzer Grenadiers. Moving out there, Panzer already underway. Engineers getting suppressed. A rather clustered up position would not be a happy spot for a, well, for the Wehrmacht, of course, for strafing run or a howitzer strike. But of course for the American, this would pretty much be target practice. It's like shooting fish in a barrel if you were using a shotgun. We are seeing an MG42 up. We're seeing mines up here. Good move. Flamethrower engineers charging in, but quickly getting stopped. MG42 fire. Puts them in their place. Of course, all the grenadiers and false grenadiers as well aiding in. Sniper setting up shots here. Bike moving in, but there's still... the mine! The sniper's right between her and the bike went up in flames right there. Engineers here, they're suffering a horrible fate. Could even be going down. Now it looks like these fellows do make it out of there alive. Well, reasonably alive. Considering only one made it out of there alive, actually. Sniper with 5 kills. Rifleman hiding about here, setting up to now sneak up there and again force the Wehrmacht commander to spread out his forces a bit further, which is definitely to his advantage. That is the American commander's advantage. Of course, you usually want, your opponent not to have all of his forces, gathered in one spot. If you can spread them out, that's better. Rifleman here setting up to hit the flank of the grenadiers. Mines going down. Oh dear, the grenadiers blew up their own cover, getting sniped. And we are seeing a mortar going up for the American commander. Oh dear, this is going to be a problem for the Germans. They are going to be mortar targets. Mine being laid down, getting spotted by the minesweeper.
They're losing territory.
Oh dear, looks like though the mortar could run into problems. In fact, the Germans are advancing too fast for it to actually really fire. But there we go. Half track rushing in, but right in front of the armored car. Rifleman with PARs now. This is getting pretty nasty pretty quickly. This could easily be a disaster for either side. Sticky bombs on the half track as well. Panzer hammer the armored car. Pack not ready to really hit the armored car. Rifleman mortar getting suppressed. Mortar round hitting the pack. Armored car though making out of there. This is carnage in the marketplace or market square. Another sticky bomb on the half track. Rifleman taking losses. Mortar. Does it actually make it out of there? My god, that's a lucky crew. Nope. Never mind. They died. One of them died of a hernia.
We are losing ground.
His frail body simply could not support the mortar. That was quite nasty. Did not work out well to the Americans' advantage though, although he did manage to decrew that pack. And the armored car is getting repaired, so it could possibly rush in though, but again then there's the half-tech, so he could quickly recruit and reinforce nearby. Will there be another mortar? That would definitely be interesting and not necessarily a bad thing. The other mortar just was a bit too close to the front lines as they quickly shifted, which is a bit of a shame. A bit of quiet, so again I will be speeding up things a bit, as it is rather important again, otherwise we just risk what happened yesterday, you know, with me having to sort of cut off bits here and there to sort of make it happen. Because again, when it's oh, we are seeing, oh dear, he's gone airborne. And I think he was actually, oh, 2 snipers out. He's really intent on getting the snipers of the Germans. Small skirmishing over here. Pack though is ready. Volsker has an MG42 stopping the advance of the Americans. Again, a rather aggressive command, and he's constantly shifting about. He's not just attacking, you know, from one spot. He's going for several, multiple, numerous. Oh, getting most of the MG crew. And the German sniper is simply too slow. He cannot react to this. We are seeing a flamethrower upgrade on the half-track, just burning them Yankees. Ooh, quite the light show. Sticky bombs on the half-track. We are seeing a Sturmarmy up as well. 5 kills so far. Managed to kill 1 with it. Generally though, I do prefer getting both upgrades, 2 veterancy upgrades for it. That way it's harder to kill, but it also does more damage, which generally tends to be an advantage with its flamethrowers. So it's managed to kill 3 with the flamethrowers, not necessarily the best start, but I mean it could have done more, I think, with veterancy. Bunker going up for Practicingg. He's of course trying to now really cement his blockade of this position right away with a bunker, which is not going to be easy to snipe. In fact, it can't be sniped, so that's good. Although for now the MG42 will be there. Although of course if the armored car arrives in time, it might all be for naught. The pack is here, the Panzer are there. Here there's absolutely nothing to actually stop an infantry, an armored advance. Engineers coming under heavy MG5. We are seeing snipers coming in, I wager. Yes, indeed. Bunker getting upgraded. And the hopes that this can pin down them Yankees behind their bridge. There we go, MG gunners getting sniped. Need to retreat. Rückzug, Männer. And there we go, Greyhound moving in. Oh, gets the MG crew. Sniper could be in trouble as well. He needs to sort of sneak out of there. Needs to avoid the Greyhound. Oh dear, he did not. And gets sniped against the armored car. And just as the bunker was finished upgrading, what a waste of 150 manpower and 50 munitions. Well, that happens. Volkswagen is going to need reinforcement though. There we go, and I imagine we are seeing some armored cars on the way of their own. MG42 Grenadiers stopping the rifleman right there. Quite swiftly. And meanwhile, the Americans are trying their best to deal with this bunker, which is pinning down and killing a bit still. Armored car moves in, ranges in, taking some good shots on those engineers. Trying to buy the bunker a bit more time, because of course just do some damage. But there we go, the bunker is no more. It is but a memory of things past. We are seeing a Kampfkraft Center finally going up. Pack moving in. American commander has been pushed back a bit, but then again he could still return with a vengeance. American vengeance. Going for the cutoff point right there. Pioneers running off this area, so they can't quite as easily take this back. Are we seeing a strafing run or a reconnaissance run? No, that's reconnaissance, sort of to get an idea of the Wehrmacht positions. Not a bad idea. I mean, you know, some just use the spot snipers, but again, I mean, to sort of get an idea what your opponent has and where he has it is not a bad thing at all. Armored car blasting through here in the sort of western part, taking on the armored cars which cannot respond because Practicingg has not been upgrading them with these 75mm guns, which is a bit of a shame. I think as of Company Heroes 2 news, we're not hearing anything as of yet, I fear. It's already quiet on that part again. We just have to wait until the next bit comes, I fear. Though, of course, I shall endeavour to give you the news as soon as they arrive. Grenadiers here, though, hold up against riflemen. This could end up ugly. Also holding out here against nicely strongly. Although Volkswagen is using sandbags again to sort of make it easier for them to hold out. Good move, good move. Snipers pushing in. We are seeing a bit of veterancy up now for the infantry. That's good, that's lovely. No Nebelwerfers, no Sturmgeschütz as of yet. Troops getting sniped. The snipers are really doing a lot of damage to the Panzer Lehr as the third armored push on, although without really a lot of armor. Except an armored car and now an anti-tank gun getting ready. But we are seeing Blitzkrieg doctrine now as the choice, of course, versus airborne. And he's in fact going for the right-hand side, quite interesting, although he has gotten stormtroopers. We see he's equipping with assault rifles, probably to try and hunt down those bloody snipers.
You're losing a sector.
Veteran 2 on the way for the infantry, which is definitely going to give some elite armor for the grenadiers and the stormtroopers. For Volksgrenadiers, they get increased line of sight, some suppression resistance, and a slight damage resistance bonus, but it's only slight. I mean, only 5%. But there we go, stormtroopers getting fully equipped. Elite Panzer Lehr troops.
Our supply lines are broken. We have territory out of supply. The enemy is seizing our territory.
Best of the best. Some of them. Still no single sight of a Nebelwerfer. That could have been of help, I think. Rifleman getting blasted with armor car. 5 Volkswagens getting sniped. Stormtroopers again getting ready. I imagine they are there primarily to catch those snipers and execute them in a swift. And then, of course, the reconnaissance run spots them. And they get sniped. So that was obviously less ideal. Veterancy for the vehicles, though, that's going to give a 25% damage resistance bonus to the armored cars, but also applied to the half-tanks had that received it. That's definitely not a bad thing, though.
They must have raided the Hilfsschule to find your replacement.
So it looks like we have a bit of a lull, so let's just... Actually, it's time to return to Playtutorial or learn to play. My apologies. Let's just speed it up a bit, just... away. And we could be seeing airborne getting called in. We're seeing another mortar out, interestingly enough.
Hold the initiative. At this rate, we'll be taking Berlin
And
by
another
Christmas.
anti-tank on this one, though. Air dropped in.
We have the fuel point.
Pushing away the armored cars there. Another reconnaissance run, again constantly keeping an eye on the opponent. What is he doing? Where is he doing it? With what is he doing it? Definitely not a bad idea. And currently the Wehrmacht, the Panzer Lehr, has been pushed back a bit. Volksgrenadiers moving up. Rifleman getting run off. And the anti-tank gun, in fact, could be a bit exposed. It has nothing to protect it. That was not enough. It could drop in some airborne to try and assist. At least buy some time for the anti-tank gunner. But apparently that is not within his plan. Instead, it looks like the Volksgrenadiers will have free reign to punish the anti-tank gun crew for their Americanism. Armored car rushing in. Stormtroopers have to be careful. This is mine right next to them. Armored cars rushing in to also deal with this anti-tank gun.
Enemy unit down.
Greyhound tearing through the pioneers. Although, taking heavy damage from the armored cars. And there we go. Stormtroopers hitting the mines and getting shot down by the snipers. Even gaining one of them veterancy free. Oh dear. But the armored car went down. Anti-tank gun getting secured by the Germans. It is now a pack to serve the needs of the Reich. But these stormtroopers, oh dear, they... Even though, oh, they still got the snipers. That's definitely heroic. Despite having taken heavy losses, they soldiered on and gunned down those evil defenseless snipers. Well, not completely defenseless, but still with assault rifles. So jolly good job there. That was definitely a blow that caused Playtutorial learned to play almost 700 manpower in a few seconds. Then again, they had been quite the drain. In particular, the veterancy free sniper definitely earned himself in. Rifleman heading eastwards. No armored car, apparently deciding something else, but he's getting a fresh sniper. He could benefit from a tank depot, and I do believe that might be what we will be seeing soon.
The men are formed up, sir.
Mortar once more taking up position in the remains of the market square.
Sniper reporting.
Wehrmacht still a bit pushed back in. We are seeing a Nebelwerfer arriving to provide some heavier support. Volksker's getting run off. Making it just in time before the the barbed wire went up. Bit of a shame there. We do see both anti-tank guns now. Of course, one cloaked, the other one not quite as cloaked. A bit too big to hide in the bushes.
Over back to the wall.
57mm at your service.
Listen up, rifle squad.
Front shifting. Krauts are grabbing territory.
Rifleman thinking about probably going to be hitting those mines. No, they decide not to. They chose the other path. Comes immediately under fire from Volksgrenadiers and pack gunners. They immediately taking up a position in the building. Oh, bundle grenade. Die geballte Ladung, a World War I tactic. Oh dear, full rifleman went down to that, but mortar fire hits the Volksgrenadiers. But still, the geballte Ladung was a World War I tactic used by the stormtroopers back then. Amongst other things, it was essentially just grenade warheads strapped to another one. And so created a much larger bang, although the Germans actually had a small upgrade for it, which was just essentially just putting another steel cap about it, so it was essentially just a much bigger fragmenting grenade. Engineers going down a bit there. Rifleman sneaking up here, could be hitting the flank of the MG42. And looks like indeed they will be. MG42 will be forced to run away. Stormtroopers though can easily and swiftly deal with this with their assault rifles, their Sturmgewehrs. Mortar advances, 3 kills. MG hiding in the church, a 30 caliber. Probably secured from airdrops, so that's good. And there we go, stormtroopers arriving, tearing through the rifle, and armored cars joining in. Oh dear, this could actually end up badly for the riflemen. There we go, flamethrowers arriving in. Not really managing to save the day either. Though they probably did save the riflemen and a full rifleman squad,
Order ready.
but sacrificed themselves in the process.
We're losing them as fast as we're getting them.
Nebelwerfer arriving and firing away. Joining in the second one, a bit close up right here.
Enemy fire! MG squad taking heat!
Church getting Nebelwerft. Bit of a stalemate has evolved right here, I think.
Sergeant, get an MG on the roof of this tin can.
And there we go. Sherman ready. Mortar needs to get away. It's getting mortared itself by German mortar. Quite a bit of artillery right here from the Wehrmacht, from the Panzer Lehr.
The enemy is down to 300 points.
And the armored car rushes in. Reconnaissance run. He could do a strafing run here, I think, might do alright. Still, the armored cars are moving in. Riflemen moving in. Anti-tank guns firing away on the German armored cars. Volkswagen getting suppressed. And we are seeing the Sherman getting ready to hit the flank. Oh dear. Of course, having checked. Oh dear, this could be a good spot for a strafing run. Yes, indeed. Oh dearie me, he just killed the Pioneer Squad and the crews of both the American anti-tank gun, which had been crewed by the Germans, and the Nebelwerfer. Ouch! Although now it looks like they've been sort of casually distributed next to each other and all the others are having a nap. Until, of course, their bodies vanish. But still, that was definitely great timing right there on the behalf of the American commander. Germans are getting pushed back here. A pretty swift blow.
Taking casualties.
Well, it looks like some losses are being incurred still. I think an engineer squad went down again. Oh, no, the MG in the church might have been lost. Oh dear, stormtroopers. Oh, another rifleman squad just went down. Ow. My goodness. The Americans really are taking some losses. The 3rd Armored not doing too well all of a sudden. With clearly the Wehrmacht holding the great advantage. Oh, mine stopped the Volksgunners right there. And now we are seeing the Sturmgeschütz arriving. Let's just speed this up once more again, for the sake of expediency. Sherman moves in. Armored cars can't really do much again, but again the Stu can. The Sturmgeschütz. Savior. Probably not Savior, but still. Pretty damn nifty. Mortars neither really achieving much in terms of kills. Now, of course, the American commander really needs to come back. He's lost a lot. He needs to recover, though, of course, a medic station or a medic bunker for the other fellow, of course, would also help. But he needs more infantry or airborne. Either way, he needs more boots on the ground. Mortar sitting up closer, perhaps trying to counter the German mortar. Get that damn Kraut tube. There we go, the Nebelwerfer firing away once more. Rifleman trying to go for the fuel point, but the armored cars quickly wreck them and fire with once more the church precision getting hammered with a Nebelwerfer fire. Was it the market square? Just trying to get something. Oh, both engines damaged by a good mortar round.
Veterans engaged.
And veterancy for the support units. Rather than the Volksgunners fighting, no grenades, though it looks like for the American commander, not for the 3rd Armored. Oh dear, Volksgunner is getting chewed up essentially by the BARs. Since they have no cover. Oh dear, Volksgunner squad went down. Die sind getötet. Also the Grenadiers are in fact lost as well, so he's down to Stormtroopers and Volksgrenadiers, one of each, and otherwise he's got Pioneers aplenty. In fact, getting support veterancy 2 now. Let us speed this up a bit again. Whoops. Let us see what happens. Lining up for a fresh assault. Looks like he's getting replacement riflemen. Getting started with the MG42 in the house right there. Could be sending up for a larger assault right here on the flank, perhaps. That could work, that could work. No veterancy for the Sturmgeschütz, and we are seeing a Panzer Command going up for Practicingg and the Panzer Lehr. This could spell trouble for the Wehrmacht if they are not careful. And another reconnaissance run.
We're losing a sector.
The skies are alive. Looks like the other Nebelwerfer has been recruited. No use for the anti-tank gun as of yet. Hellcats, Hellcats, Hellcats. Interesting, it looks like the armored cars once more sitting out on patrol to protect the flanks. Good move. Panzer Command ready. We'll be seeing a Panther, we'll be seeing a Panzer IV, an Ostwind or Ritterkreuz. Mortar rounds raining down, perhaps trying to get the German mortar but not quite hitting. There we go though. Jolly nice shot. Though it looks like they might get themselves counter-mortared by the German mortar. Who will get who first? Oh, Stormtroopers got uncovered. Nebelwerfer fire now raking everything, forcing the American mortar away once more. And I think that might be the Sherman or the Hellcat dealing with the armored cars up there. Oh dear, just lost an armored car. That was a bit less good, and looks like replacement grenadiers are arriving. No medic bunkers though. Sturmgeschütz moving up, grenadiers getting sniped. Rückzug. Another reconnaissance run. Sturk trying to hunt down the Sherman. Has to be careful if the Hellcat moves in to intercept. Oh dear. Bombing run getting the Nebelwerfer and decrewing the pack. Quite unfortunate. Although I suppose the luck was there was nothing else to really hit. No observation posts on the munitions, so he's probably been supplying that with supply drops. Pioneers down to sniper fire. Hellcat moving in. Ah, looks like he had a third Nebelwerfer ready, so that's something. Bit back and forth, the Germans are slowly getting pushed out of town. Slowly but surely. A crocodile arriving now, that's quite interesting. Rarely see them, but that's for good reason, they're not that good. Oh! Both Pioneer squads went down. Oh, a strafing run gets the armored car. Ow! Mortars getting run off, but looks like they will be surviving, but my goodness. That was very nasty, but now we are seeing the response. And that's the Panzerkampfwagen 5, the Panzer. Pride of the fatherland. Well, that might be the Tiger, of course. Still, very nasty thing. In particular, if we can get some Veteran 4, and there we go, Veteran 2 on the way. Rifleman, oh, getting absolutely pinned down in seconds by Nebelwerfer and MG fire. Not the happiest combination. No grenades though for the American commander. Looks like taking up position in the house next door though. Oh dear, Rifleman not doing too well. Panther and Sturmgeschütz fire. Rifleman getting pushed away, but we are seeing a push in here. There's absolutely nothing to protect the Americans' line of defense right there. Where are the infantry? Where's anything? Sherman though arrived to save the day. Mortar has gained Veterans 1 in the process. But, oh, grenade close to taking out that mortar team. And what could the American commander be planning? He's lining up armor. Hellcats, Sherman, a crocodile. What could it be he's intending to do? And there we go, seeing the stormtroopers run off. Panther and Sturmgeschütz firing away. And there we go, another Hellcat. This could be quite the armored punch. But how shall it be used? And this church is definitely not in a good condition. Oh, Hellcat's hitting a mine right there. He might be going for the base rush. Interestingly enough. With his crocodile and his Hellcat while leaving the regular Sherman back at base, I suppose. Well, what is he doing? What is he doing? I wonder. Besides a bit of hit and run. And not a single supplied upgrade. I mean, he's barely getting any manpower considering how much he could have been getting. I would definitely recommend getting one. Just, click. Supply and upgrade. Please. Definitely going to be benefiting from it. Greatly. Immensely. Wonderfully. Come on. Still nothing. Instead getting the upgun for the Sherman. Hellcat almost ready. Rifleman coming under fire here. Grenadiers and Stormtroopers opening up. Well, add that and an MG-42. A small excursion by the Americans, but there we go. The push, while everyone else down here is occupied. Could we be seeing a bombing run? That could be very devastating.
Krauts are going after our point.
Apparently not, but there we go. Wait, there we go. Bombing run, bombing run. Getting the anti-tank gun and another Nebelwerfer. Not the day to be a Nebelwerfer crewman, but now we are seeing the Americans rushing straight at the German base. What are their plans? They seem to be focusing on a bunker, and that's not necessarily the best idea. But there we go. Panzer Command, the target to sure. But we are seeing a second Panther arrive. This has suddenly become a trap for the Americans if they're not careful. Sherman dealing with Grenadiers down here in the meanwhile. Kriegbergs could be lost. And the Grenadier squad was eradicated by the Sherman down there.
We're at 200 points.
Hellcat's trying to get away. Crocodile has realized that's not going to be coming home anytime soon. Will the Hellcats make it out of there? One out of control.
Our forces are taking casualties.
Sherman breaking through here. There's absolutely nothing here on this side of the river. Essentially what's... Oh, Sturmgeschütz is down. There's only the 2 Panthers left. And the bare minimum of infantry. He's even lost the Stormtroopers, although he's calling in new ones, but still, absolutely bloody blow to the Germans. The Panzer Lehr has been chewed up. Now that's not to say the Panthers should not be feared. They are veterancy too. They are on the prowl, then they are dangerous. Oh, got one sniper on the retreat even. Nebelwerfer fire supporting the assault. And hitting the Panthers themselves. That's less good.
Victory point under siege. The Germans are moving in.
Riflemen moving in for the kill on the Panthers, but too much firepower being leveled against them. Too much machine guns, too much Panther guns, and we're just seeing lots of Stormtroopers being rushed in now. Just schnell. Clearly getting a wee bit desperate there. Though I imagine it's a manpower blitz doing the trick there. Let's just speed this up again. Time is important, of the essence. Panthers, ooh, veterancy free now, and that's going to protect them against sticky bombs. Stormtroopers advancing, and riflemen moving in against them. Ambushing those poor riflemen, although they are veterancy too. Oh dear, getting sniped. And there's nothing quite like watching Company of Heroes from this point of view, occasionally. But the Panzer Lehr is definitely holding on, just barely. They've taken quite some losses, and they're down to essentially just 2 veterancy-free Panthers, sort of really being the stopgap against the Americans, and even they can't hold on forever. Although, oh dear, the mortar finally went down. Just as I was about to say, but this mortar, this heroic mortar, and then he got sniped. Damn you, sniper! You're ruining my points. And another reconnaissance run. Exposing the Stormtroopers once more. Not really good. Panthers at least getting repairing enough. He's not really sounding the Shermans and all that. I mean, that could definitely give him some munitions for another manpower blitz.
Report we are losing a sector.
More no, the Sherman has been repaired. No, that's not even been repaired. Though imagine we'll soon see it repaired. Anti-tank guns galore with armor-piercing rounds. They should be able to do something to the Panthers. Still not a single supplied upgrade. Come on, man. I do find that a bit disturbing. Oh, this would be a nice spot for a bombing run. I mean, just imagine. You could do so much, had done so much damage right there. Hellcat moving up, dealing with some false grenadiers caught on their own. Might have been a better job for the Sherman though. Storms was trying to hunt. Oh, sniper sort of runs about. Nebelwerfer opens up, not veterancy 3. Nebelwerfer gains a damage bonus actually at veterancy 3. That's a small little, interesting little fact that might be of use to some. Anti-tank gun suffering as it gets burned alive. And Sherman moving in to stop the advances of the Pioneers. Panthers arriving.
Squad reporting casualties.
Anti-tank gun down.
Enemy
Storms
unit
running. Oh, Pioneers went down. Let's just speed up a bit again. Hellcat coming under heavy fire. Storms being run off. Hellcat out of control. The Panthers are advancing, and only one anti-tank gun really to stop them now. That's good. That's good. A bombing run, well timed, could do a bit to stop the advance of the Panthers, though. And I think we are seeing another Nebelwerfer arriving. Second anti-tank gun recruit, forcing away the second Panther back to the starting lines. Oh, got another Nebelwerfer. Only the crew, though. Didn't actually do much damage otherwise. I think that was a bit of a shame, though. Not the best bombing run considering some of the others.
losing ground out there.
Quite the shame. Quite the shame. My apologies. Oh, Rifleman hits a mine right there. Forcing the mortar to take points. Really run down to the bone. Still no supplied upgrades. Again, he would have benefited, I think, on the longer term. And of course, the medic station would also have been of help. Still, he is holding most of the map, but he's essentially just getting worn down. But then again, so is the Wehrmacht commander, and both sides are getting worn down. But I think the Wehrmacht, if they use those Panthers correctly, could get the final bit. Let's return to practicing and let's just speed up a bit again. Panthers rushing in, Stormtroopers moving in. Get spotted though. Sherman could be going down. Mortar getting attacked by a single heroic Pioneer. Anti-tank guns getting outflanked, but the Panthers could be in trouble. And I think we just saw veterancy 3 for the infantry. Snipers being forced away. Anti-tank gun could get overrun. Oh, except there's another one, proving a problem for the first Panther. Oh, Panther almost hit the other Panther. Anti-tank gun crew gone. Quite the desperate scene. Although you could get some more storms with some Ritterkreuz on the field. And there we go, Ritterkreuz. The heroes of the Panzer Lehr getting ID. And so is my cold.
Replacements fall in.
So let's just speed this up. Quite the intense fight. Nebelwerfer's hammering away, howling, screaming at the skies. Oh, strafing run stops the advance of the German infantry. And the Volkskanadiers are sort of out of the way. No one wants to play with them anymore.
Heavy Panzer. Heavy Panzer. Panzer confirmed.
Definitely some slightly desperate actions right there from the American commander, sort of try and keep everything together. Stormtroopers going in after the rifleman. Ooh, 1,000 manpower, but he doesn't have the population to actually use it. Again, that's also the advantage of, trying to just harass opponent, take as much territory you can actually risk. He can't get any more units, or even replace ones where he's lost. And there's not really much for him anymore to sort of give veterancy to, except with the support units, but he doesn't have the fuel for it. Oh, the Panzer has been secured by the Americans.
We are losing ground.
And he's going for the cutoff point, threatening to cut off the Wehrmacht, the Panzer Lehr, from even more of its population. That's not good. Panther rushes in heroically. Full stormtroopers coming in from the north. Engineers getting burned. Stormtroopers rushing in everywhere where they can. I think we heard a strafing run. Armored car arriving. Ritterkreuz were apparently cancelled. But there we go. Point has been cut off. And Volkswagen's up there caught. Cannot do anything. Oh, the carnage. And now he can't reinforce his heavily wounded. No, the Knights Cross was just not finished, but still, he can't reinforce anything. He needs the points back now, quickly, more than ever. And the victory points are ticking down. Panthers, though, look ready for one more push. One last Panzer march towards victory. Hellcat. Oh, Nebelwerfer once more wrecking the center. Panthers charging in. Hellcat's coming under fire. And the anti-tank gun is gone. This could be it. This is the moment. Snipers still opening up on the stormtroopers. That's good. Hellcat practically down. There we go. Hellcat kaput. Brewed up. Points being resecured. Ritterkreuz ready. Damaged engine on the Hellcat. And the Panther moves in, but we are on the western flank seeing something sneaking about. Oh, that's just the snipers. And the Hellcat close up, hiding in the middle of the road. Yeah, we're hoping for Coming Furious to fix stuff like that. Thankfully. Anti-tank gun moving. Oh, and the camp is just littered with mortars and heavy machine guns that no one will ever use. Bit of a shame, that. Just be speeding up a bit. Did he try to snipe the... And we're seeing a Sturmhaubitze moving up. Something went down. Might have been some pioneers. Might have been something else. Not entirely sure what. But the Sturmhaubitze now arriving to support. Oh, looks like some pioneers went down there. Stormtroopers supporting some Volkswagens, although, well, what remains of the Stormtroopers it more looks like.
The enemy advances.
Puma has it.
Riflemen could not take on the armored car. Ritterkreuz getting sniped, but they are tough. They can survive it. Volkswagen is getting sniped up in the north. And the Ritterkreuz moving in to deal with that anti-tank gun. Oh dear, and there we go. The anti-tank gun crew going down in seconds. And the Panthers finishing off that anti-tank gun. This looks to be the end of the 3rd Armored, my friends.
We have built a bunker.
Bunker on the way, a bit late, I'd say. Lots. Oh, another bombing run. Another Nebelwerfer down. Definitely not the day to be a Nebelwerfer crew. Nebelwerfer, I mean, not Nebelwerfer, but Nebelwerfer. It's gracious, and the Ritterkreuz once more move in. Certainly one of the games I've seen most bombing runs in. Most of them have been used reasonably effective. Anti-tank could get the Stu. No, it did not. The Stu got it. And we're seeing a fort barracks up now. Quite interesting. He's clearly expecting this fight to last much longer. Then again, he doesn't really have much else to spend it on. So I suppose a fort barracks is not a bad thing. But 1 hour gone again. Why sort of speed it up so it doesn't ultimately take too long, because again there's some parts and just nothing happens. Let's just speed up these last few minutes again so I can't give you all of it without having to cut up parts again. Anti-tank gun down. Hellcat coming under fire. GG, well played. Game over. A victory for the Panzer Lehr versus the 3rd Armored. And of course, I mean, what can we learn from this fight? I mean, one of the, I think, mistakes right here done by the Mega Command again. Oh wait, he finally got one, but I mean, for a large part of the game, he had no supplied upgrades. Nil, nothing, nada. That's generally not good. And I definitely also think he could have benefited from a medic station, but then again, so could the Wehrmacht Commander have benefited from a medic bunker. I'm also not entirely sure if the Luftwaffe was the right choice for him. I mean, it was great, you know, with the snipers, but I mean, I don't really think he got so much out of it. I mean, he got a lot of, you know, bombing runs out of it, but he didn't really use the airborne much, and again, lots of supply drops. But I'm not sure, perhaps infantry or perhaps armored doctrine would have been a better choice for him, since that would have given him a more direct punch. But he was definitely seen as slowly ground down, and the heavier German armor definitely gave him some problems. But again, that's rather what it's supposed to do, so that's not really saying much on my side, you know, I know. But I do think he might have benefited more from infantry or armor, at least if he bothered getting some airborne with college rather than then sort of slow more advanced. Perhaps we could also have seen some more mines. He was lacking in mines. And some of those bombing runs probably could have, you know, been spent better on other things. They didn't really, you know, do much. The Wehrmacht commander, of course, also himself was pretty close to getting completely pushed off the map. It was essentially the Panthers and perhaps his Sturmgeschütz rather saving him. Again, he could have benefited from some medic bunkers earlier on. And perhaps some veterans for that half track when he had it. But there you go. Do hope you enjoyed this game. If you did, why not subscribe and tell your friends. And if you didn't, well, why not send in a replay of your own. This is Bill Dane saying cheers.